The parable of the blind men and the elephant, a Hindu parable that gives us many valuable lessons. Guys, the proposal for today's video is as follows. We're going to read the parable, then I'm going to make some comments with insights taken from the text. From the middle to the end of the video, I will propose a mental challenge, which is a rational and intellectual alternative that you can apply in your daily life.
I tell you that is something I've been doing for many years, and it has helped me to have more empathy for people. My name is André Frossard Signis, and you are on the Knowledge Society channel, aimed at seekers of wisdom. If you want to know a little more about me and the purpose of the channel, watch the video here on the card. Run the vignette and let's go to the video.
The parable of the blind men and the elephant is a story that has been replicated in Hindu, Buddhist, Jain writings, Persian Sufis, and has remained alive to this day. It has a few versions, but the essence is the same. Let's go to the text. Many centuries ago, a group of blind men heard that a strange animal called an elephant had been brought to the city, but none of them were aware of its configuration and shape. When they found him, they tried to grope him. The first person placed his hand on his trunk and said, "This being looks like a thick snake." The other man who put his hand on the animal's ear said it looked like a kind of fan. The third, whose hand was on the leg, said, "The elephant is a pillar, like a tree trunk." The fourth blind man, who placed his hand on his side, said, "It's a wall." The fifth man felt the animal's tail and described it as a rope. The sixth and last blind man held the tusk, stating that the elephant is something that is hard, smooth, and like a spear. This text is very interesting. See that someone's subjective experience can be true, but inherently limited by the fact that it does not account for other truths that would form the whole.
You can question me, André, but I'm not blind, and that's why I'm able to see the whole. And I answer you by asking another question. Are we really not all blind and just groping our way? Speaking of groping, stop groping your phone or computer and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Do it now. I'm waiting. Okay, now that you honor me, let's continue.
I'm going to propose to you a challenge. It is an invitation for us to make a mental extrapolation in order to apply the lesson of history in our lives. The challenge is this. The next time you are faced with a conflict of understanding on a certain topic, whether at work, in your marital relationship with your children or parents, at church, in interpreting a statement given by others, do the following mental exercise. First, remember that the person may only be seeing the elephant's tail or the ear. If this is the case, have compassion for her. Put yourself in her place. Perhaps you are already at a higher level of consciousness and are looking at the situation from a privileged place, which gives you the possibility of seeing the whole, but the person in question can only see the elephant's tail or ear. The second step is to cultivate an attitude of humility and reasonableness, and think that it could be you who is feeling the elephant's leg, thinking it is a trunk. This exercise seems simple, but it is very powerful. We tend to always put ourselves in the first situation, but we need to develop our intellectual humility to know that we can be the blind one in the situation. One of the greatest names in philosophy, the Greek Socrates, said, "I only know that I know nothing." Who are we to proclaim ourselves holders of the truth? Think about it with me. If we have difficulty reaching a consensus, a uniform understanding on the issues of the manifested world, imagine how complex, reckless, and even dangerous it is to want to standardize on a single truth when we deal with metaphysical, spiritual issues. So, going back to the parable, one interpretation that I find particularly interesting is that the elephant is a metaphor for God, and the various men, limited by their senses, represent religions that disagree with something that no one has fully experienced. In other words, religions describe only the part of the truth that each knows. We are finishing a video much more extensive and in-depth about the concept of truth. I will bring the concept of truth according to Socrates, Plato, Friedrich Nietzsche, Søren Kierkegaard, and Immanuel Kant, criticizing and comparing each author. So, I don't want to dwell too much here. Keep following our channel here because soon this video will be made available to broaden your horizon even further. I'll leave the link in the description. So, to finish today, I will quote a contemporary author that I really like, the Frenchman André Comte Sponville. No knowledge is the absolute truth. This is a known fact. However, it is only knowledge for the part of the truth that it contains, or for the part of the error that it refutes. However, it is imperative to remember that truth is always relative, approximate, and historical.
If you liked today's video, subscribe to the channel because there are lots of good things ahead. Tell me here in the comments if you have any experience in that this parable would fit like a glove. Share. It will be a very interesting exchange. Importantly, don't forget to take a look at the video description because I always leave links to books, other related videos and courses that can complement your studies. See you in the next video here at the Knowledge Society. See you later, guys. Bye.